right, welcome to Tuesday. How's everybody doing? Hopefully, you're doing great. I am feeling better. I sound terrible, but I'm feeling better. So, thank you for all of your kind wishes. Let's see where we're going this week. In Pathfinders, we are going to start our meditation practice together. So, if you've been trying to meditate or wanting to learn how to meditate, jump on into Pathfinders. We're going to be doing this for a while, for at least a few weeks, maybe a few months. Just want to get everybody kind of feeling more comfortable with it. And we are going to be talking in Pathfinders about alignment. When we say alignment, what does it mean and how do we do it? Film at 11. Okay. All right. Film. Wow. All right. Don't make me laugh. Okay. Let's see what's happening here. Underneath, traveling lightly, choosing your path. All is possible. All is possible. Narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully, and begin now. Take your first step. So this is, yesterday I was talking, I rarely, you might think that I see things in the readings every day as if it's a progression, but that's not really what I'm doing or how I'm looking at it. Sometimes I'm tapping into a different collective. Sometimes there's a particular lesson. Sometimes it's like an overlapping collective. I definitely have y'all in mind when I'm doing that. A lot of you who have been with the channel for a very long time, you are part of this experience. So it's always here, like kind of a baseline. And what I mean to say is that yesterday when I started talking about like, hey, we're living in the 5D now, I really feel like last week and maybe even the week before was a massive upgrade for people. I feel like a lot of you opened up and had these upgrade experiences. I know I definitely have had that in the last 10 days. And so this is really about kind of chucking things that don't work anymore, letting go of things. Even, it doesn't have to be like physical things. It can be like resentments or ways of thinking about things, ways of energetically rejecting or embracing people. This is now, and you can do this anytime, but especially now, choosing your path. What's it going to be? Are you going to choose to be in an energy of joy, connection, or fear? It's either love or fear. There's really only two things. And it's interesting because love can be the more precarious path. And I explained that in the Libra reading. If a lot of you are Libras. If any of you are curious about that, I posted that yesterday. And the Libra reading was really interesting because it was talking about how we all are asking for love or want love, but yet the experience of love is tremendously vulnerable. And it's very challenging because you give someone the power to really hurt you, like in a big way. And this is kind of like, I feel like a lot of us are just saying, you know what? It's worth it. Maybe in the past it hadn't felt that way because we didn't really know our own needs or our own ways of rejecting relationships or our own patterns or something like that. But we have been very open to that possibility or open to those pathways of healing for a long time now. And, it's like once something becomes conscious, it's conscious to you. So it's like, I've definitely been in those arguments or those discussions, let's call them discussions, where someone says to me, it's totally unconscious. I didn't know I was doing that. And I say, well, now you do. Can't say that anymore. And invariably the other person goes, ugh, because it's like I've basically just told you something that now I have to be responsible for. And I feel like that's what's coming on with the collective, that we are now responsible for a whole lot of healed behavior. Whereas in the past, some of our behaviors or some of our coping mechanisms felt safe, but ultimately they were hindering this path. Tower. Wow. I got the Tower this morning too in my own reading. 5 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. This is really about learning something brand new. I don't. It's almost like I love the 5 of Cups for one reason only. I know that there's sadness and loss, but it's kind of like I'm getting rid of something that wasn't actually really working for me. Because this is what I really want. The 2 of Cups, which is behind me. It's almost too scary to look at them, right? Like I was looking at these, and this is like, maybe this is third party situations. Maybe this is friends with benefits. Maybe this is, not as close, not as much commitment as these 2 of Cups are. But all he has to do is turn around. And instead, he's focused on the things that are negative, that are done, that are over. The Tower is a moment in time that says, you can't do that anymore. There's no going back, right? You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. And I feel like this begins a whole new kind of a cottage industry. There's a whole new learning that's coming from this loss or coming from this situation. And 4 of Wands, there's some kind of move involved. So I'm going to go deeper into the reading, and maybe some of this will make sense, because I feel like this is like a non-linear kind of thing. Interesting. Chariot, 8 of Wands. That's fast moving energy. King of Swords. Someone's coming to tell you the truth. Fast. Aquarius, Cancer. Wow. Knight of Swords. That's another fast card. 3 of Cups again. What is the 3 of Cups doing here? Queen of Wands. Ace of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. Death. 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands. The Emperor. Okay. So what's coming to a close is this whole resistant thing. Telling lies, not telling the whole truth, being confused, don't know what, conflicted, resistant, whatever. It's ego. And it's fear. I just get this whole thing of like, someone is coming to say their piece. And if you are still twisted up about this from the past, it's time. This is going to shed all of your inhibitions or something. What do they say? There's something that they say. There's something that they say. What are they going to say here? Nine of Wands, 10 of Wands, 2 of Cups, Hanged Man, 9 and 10 of Wands. So 8, 9, and 10 of Wands. This person has been resisting, telling you how they feel. Resisting, telling you how they feel. There's something about being very vulnerable, being very open. Some of you are experiencing this, that you have a sudden insight to something, to someone's behavior, a sudden aha moment that says, hey, I gotta rush to them. I gotta tell them what I've learned. This is enlightenment. Okay, this is enlightenment. And I feel like this person or this situation opens up an opportunity. King of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Two of Swords, Queen of Swords. Hmm. What was it that was keeping you apart? Money? Money or um possessions, tradition, an ending of a tradition, an ending of an old relationship, an ending of a marriage, an ending of that was keeping you apart. I don't feel like there's anything keeping you apart now. There's no reason for it now. I feel like that's over. The Three of Swords and the King of Pentacles. It's like I almost feel like both of you had some kind of idea in your head of who you are or who you were and what was expected, what was wanted based on a lot of hurts, not on a lot of hope, but based on hurt. So it was like, okay, this hurt me before, so I'm definitely not going to have that. This is what I got hurt by in the past, so I'm definitely not doing that again. This is, there's something about that. I feel like you both have a lot of passion for each other, but you disguise it as like a friend zone thing. I'm getting my ears burning massively. Ace of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. Interesting. I feel like you both have to put in a lot of time and energy, a lot of effort to learning a new way of being connected to each other. This person has some I like this. I kind of like this. This is like, hey, you're both telling your truths. You're both speaking honestly about things. But I will say there was some pain that it has been neutralized or rejected about the past. Like both of you might have some pain about that. It's going to take some effort and time. I feel like some effort and time. Um, yeah, I feel like some effort and time is going to be required so that you can, you both have a lot to say. The Queen of Swords and King of Swords, but there's not a lot of warmth here. Even though the what you have to say, it's like you're thinking your feelings. You're both like up in your heads about this. You're both up in your heads about this. Knight of Cups. Nine of Cups. Lovers. Two of Wands. You both are up in your heads a lot, and especially if this fell apart suddenly. Okay? If this fell apart suddenly, it was like one or both of you opted for the safe road. Okay? And opting for the safe road, what's the statement, the quote about the road one takes to avoid one's fate may bring you there quicker? Something like that. I'm paraphrasing, totally butchering it, but the road one takes to avoid one's fate ultimately gets you there quicker. Let's just say. I'll see if I can look that up. And it's because I feel like this person took the easy road, right? Like you both ditched each other, or you this person took an easy path, and now it's like saying you got to choose the hard path, or you got to choose the path that is the true path. It may look harder. And there's another saying that, like, easy decision, taking the easy choice sometimes leads to the tougher road, and taking the tougher choice sometimes leads to the easier road. So I'm going to say that that's what happened here. But I do see you moving forward together. These readings aren't usually about a specific relationship, but I am getting quite a lot of energy around, just in general, think a bigger picture here, that if you've taken an easy road recently, I think that's coming back around. And in a good way, but also maybe in a challenging way. If you try to duck out on some kind of destiny. Nope. No. It's just that you're choosing to take the harder road to get there. And that might not be to your liking. But I do feel like you're equipped for this. And I do feel like there's, a lot of healing and learning of lessons. A lot of energy is needing to be put in place now. There's definitely a new chapter opening up. And I do feel like this is by the end of the month, because we have this 3, okay, on the next holiday kind of thing. I mean, today is St. Patrick's Day, but as I'm doing this reading. I almost feel too that there's something about who's going to lead, who's going to be the first one to say something. I feel like that's a thing. I feel like you both have been pushing back on that, but this person is coming toward you to have a conversation. King of Swords, they have something to say. And I feel like that's taking the initiative. 5 of Pentacles, Judgment card, 9 of Swords, they're terrified, and the Hermit card. This person has maybe lost a lot. It's almost like, what do I have to lose? I'm going to go for my dream now, because I chose the easy road and it turned out to be driving over broken glass. All right, so let's see where we go with this. If this is your story, there's a link below. I'm going to go deeper. Pathfinders, let's just keep going.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.